Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, Luxe Party Favored by Nikki. As you can see, the vibe here is a little different. It's because it is the evening, it's not the day. And so I have my ring light going on in the background. I just am so ready for summer to come back again. Number one, summer is my favorite season and we have more sunlight, which means I can record. But of course, that's not the only reason why. But I wanted to get on here and do a video anyway, just because I can't let the lack of sunlight stop me from creating content. And of course, the weekends is not that much time for me to create, spend time with my family, do extracurriculars. So I usually only get to record about 2 videos. So I'm just gonna start making this a thing and not letting this type of lighting scare me away. I do have something different for y'all today. It's not going to be a tutorial, but I'm going to, just as the title says, I'm going to show you my party favor starter kit. Okay, so I realized that in my recording that I cut off a little bit of my head. So I zoomed out a bit. I'm not going to cut out the previous piece. I'm just going to leave it in the video. It's okay. I'm still learning, still figuring out this whole YouTube thing. But now you should probably be able to see my entire head. Okay, so I'm going to show you some items that I use when I began this journey about 7 months ago or so. I began in July 2024 and I continue to use up until this day. Hopefully this will be helpful for someone, again, who is new to the business or haven't started yet and just trying to figure out what the community uses to make their items look super cute. All right, of the sticker paper, and you can tell the difference because on the sticker paper it has a label and on the regular photo paper it doesn't have anything. And I don't get the double-sided photo paper, I just get the single-sided photo paper, and I'm sure you can tell the difference in the shine from the front and the back. And this is the Koala brand. I always throw away the boxes, but the box will look something like this. This is neither of these. This is actually something that I discovered recently, but I just wanted to show you what the boxes would look like. It's similar to this. This is also Koala brand, but it's more of a cardstock photo paper, whereas this photo paper, as you can see, is a bit thinner. Here, I'll show you. Let's see. I don't know if I have this open. Did I not use this yet? Oh, there we go. I just want to quickly show you the difference in the thickness so you know what I'm talking about. And I believe I showed this in another video, but I'll show it again. Okay, so this paper, you can see the difference, right? But I did not start with using that cardstock paper. I started with this Koala brand thin paper and this Koala brand sticker paper or adhesive, right? So I use the adhesive or sticker paper for my labels, like my Capri Suns. I use them for the lids of my Pringles. And what else do I use this for? And if I'm doing other items that are not food, like bubbles and stuff like that. And of course, I use this paper for my wrappers. So pretty much everything else, chips, Rice Krispie treats, cookies, ring pops, everything else that I create, just regular photo paper, the thin kind. And of course, I'm gonna link everything below so you can check out the links and decide whether or not you want to use these items. Okay. So the next thing I have is this glue tape, and I've mentioned this before in my previous videos. I prefer these smaller versions over the larger roll, and you may see some folks use the big red roll that you can just kind of like take and, you know, roll like a Scotch tape, if you will. But I am not a fan of those because after a few, I guess, rolls, it starts to get stuck. And I purchased 2 of them and they both got stuck and I just never went back. But these little babies, look at me, my mismatched top, it's okay though. But these little babies have not done me wrong. But of course, the The cons is it's small, so you're going to go through these fairly quickly. I usually purchase the pack of 9 and I have it on a subscription, so Amazon just keeps sending it to me. But I like these, and I use these to obviously stick. Let me show you. Like when I'm doing my treats, you know, I use them to stick the seams together, stick the bottom together, but I don't use it for the top. I'll show you what I use for the top, and that leads me to my next item. Okay, the next item is a glue gun. This is not the original glue gun that I used when I first started up. This is fairly new. This is an rechargeable glue gun, and I've fallen in love with it. At first, I wasn't sure. The jury was still out, but I actually like it. I like the way that the glue goes on, and you don't have to worry about it burning. Previously, I used a wired glue gun, which I liked that it was always on, but sometimes I would leave it on and then the glue would get burned, and so it'll look nasty when I you know, squeeze it out. So a glue gun, get yourself a glue gun. Again, I will link this specific brand below. Okay, next up we have these zigzag scissors. Can you see? And this is really for the aesthetic. Honestly, the next 2 items aren't required, but I highly recommend if you want your chips to look more realistic and to look cute. So these provide a cute little zigzag. Let me show you what it looks like on some regular paper. I didn't want to waste any of my good paper, right? So this is what it looks like. And I usually just use this on the top and the top and the bottom of my packages, and it gives a cute little zigzag, just like some of the chip bags. I think the Rice Krispies, see that? See a cute little zigzag? The Rice Krispies, actually I have some examples for you. See how I did my nerds? I just zigzagged that. Well, I actually crimped it and then zigzagged it. But I'll show you that as well, the crimper that I have. But it makes it look more realistic. I tried to make my treat wrappers look as realistic as possible, as close to the original packaging as possible, just because it just gives another layer of aesthetics and details, and you know, that's what I'm all about. Okay, so I'm gonna bring you to the next item. The next item is this paper crimper, and again, this is from Amazon, and I'll show you how this works as well. And this is aesthetics. This is not a necessary item. I don't know if this paper is going to be too, oh, it should be fine. It's not a necessary item to start your business, but I think it's cool, like a cooler piece. So how cute is that, right? And if you take a look at these Reese's, they have the crimping on it as well. So it just gives it a different look, as opposed to it just being just a straight image with no texture. It gives some texture to the product. So you got the zigzag and you got the crimp. Okay, all right, what am I missing? Okay, obviously. Okay, so of course you're gonna need a printer. This here is the Epson EcoTank 2800. It is a very good starter printer. And what I like about it is that you have these ink tanks as opposed to cartridges. So when I tell you this ink lasts forever, it's awesome. Obviously it does other things. See, I got my kid's homework on here. He tore it, so I needed to make a copy. So you also have the a copier and a scanner, and it does everything that a basic printer would do. But I adore this little thing. It does have limitations. I'm gonna bring you back to the table so I can talk to you about it. Back down to the table so I wasn't talking behind the camera. Okay, so the EcoTank 2800. I love that it's much faster than my normal printer. When I first started this, I did not use the EcoTank. I had my normal home printer. It was a Canon Pixma and it printed beautifully, but I was going through ink like nobody's business. And those cartridges are like $30 a piece. So I did some research. I joined some Facebook groups of those who are party planners, and a lot of people recommended the EcoTank brand, or the Epson EcoTank brand, not specifically the 2800, but that's what I chose because it was the cheapest of the bunch and I was just starting out, so I didn't want to go all in with the big EcoTank 8000, and this didn't work out. But I really, like I said, I really like that it prints pretty quickly. I like that the ink lasts longer than my original printer, and the quality is top notch. And I think that's what you'll get with all of the Epson EcoTank printers. Some of the cons are that it doesn't print past like an 8x11. It says that it prints an 8x42, but not many people have a size 8x42 paper. So 8x11, it doesn't print past that. Whereas some of the larger printers will print an 11x14. Even if you just go up a little bit, like 4000, I think it prints about 11x14. Another issue, which isn't a huge issue, but it's kind of an issue for me because I'm a little OCD, is that it's not borderless, which means that when I print something out, specifically a coloring book, it leaves a white border around the actual document. And I'm not about to go in there and cut the borders off of all of my pages, but that is really frustrating to me. And I think the 2850 prints borderless, so I guess I could have went up a little bit, but it's a little pricier. Again, I bought the I purchased the starter version just because I didn't know where this was going to take me. But I do have some personal goals, and once I reach those goals, I will be purchasing the higher version, so at least get the 11x14 and get borderless printing. I don't need to get the expensive like the 8000 or anything crazy like that, but if I can find another Epson EcoTank printer that meets the larger prints and that prints borderless, then I'm going to go that route. Like I said, I haven't needed to print anything bigger than an 8x11, but I may in the future. So, because I don't know where this little venture will take me. So that is about it. I'm pretty much about to settle down for the evening. See, I got my ponytails in. This isn't like my bedtime situation going on. I don't have any makeup on. Went to the gym, cooked dinner, showered, and I was like, I need to film a video and get this out. So that is all I have. As always, thanks so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Only if you like the content, of course. Don't just do it just because you want, you feel obligated. But if you enjoy what you see, if you feel that my channel is helpful, go ahead and subscribe. And of course, share and comment and tell a friend about Luxe Party Favors. Check out my sites to see if there's anything that you find helpful or that you like. And I'll see you in my next video. And of course, I'm going to link everything in the box below. See you later.